There may be more to this tale, but the danger's at the other end.
Really
Rob
slow.
Riddle and Lin Sutherland are back into the Aussie bush, hunting down more fangs and ways to get bitten. From strike-happy pythons to venom-dripping death adders. From the tropical mangroves to the Great Barrier Reef. Biting, snapping, deadly and never napping. Rob Riddle dives again into the killer instinct of fangs. Rob Riddle joins up once again with Lin Sutherland in a deeper search for fangs. A good starting place for big pythons is here in the Aussie rainforests.
You know, Lynn, the Australian rainforests are among the most ancient forests in the world.
Back in Gondwana land?
Yep. And if you're going to find one of the most ancient snakes, this is the place to find it. In fact, of the 50 species of pythons on the planet, more than half of them live in Australia. And pythons actually originated in Gondwana.
650 million years ago, Gondwana was a composite supercontinent made up of South America, Africa, Antarctica, India and Australia. These continents only began to break up around 130 million years ago. Geologically, that's like last week.
You know what, Robbie? I sure am glad those 50-foot snakes aren't around these days.
I don't know so much. I'd like one to be around. Then I have to figure out how to catch it.
You're mad. Has anyone ever told you that?
No, not mad.
What's the biggest one they've found?
Well, about 23, 24 foot as far as I know. But there are stories of 30 footers, but no one's ever really come up with one. So maybe one day I'll...
You'll find your 50-footer?
I doubt it, but...
Rob continues his story of fangs by taking us to the head of the evolutionary lineup. The mighty python has no fangs, but does possess 80 ripping teeth and a powerful killing technique both Rob and Lin struggle to avoid. Even pythons who are the best of friends will turn on each other if a buddy is mistaken for a meal. More elaborate fangs are examined, more snakes pulled down from the trees. Lin takes her eye off the snake.
Does he? Yes! Little mongrel!
And both dive on the Great Barrier Reef and have a very close encounter with a deadly but curious sea snake. Coming up next, the king of this jungle is a lion only in heart. In the dim, cool light of the rainforest, this is the animal who is king.
Now I can't miss that one.
No, you can't, can you?
That's
Now,
one big snake.
he's a fair size, or it'll be a female at that size too. And don't let this one bite you, because he's got 80 teeth and they'll be about a ½ inch long.
That's one hell of a love bite.
Yep. Pythons, even though they're the most primitive of the snakes, it sort of shows that size does matter. They're still here after 50 million years. And all it comes down to is overpowering his prey. And I grab this one, I've got to make sure I've got him good, yes. Yes. Okay, you can grab the rest of him now.
Okay.
Don't let him wrap me up. Don't let it wrap me up.
Oh! He's got me.
Oh, has it?
Hey, that's the biggest snake I've ever had.
As I said,
Woohoo!
size does matter. And like
Sure
I said,
does.
even though
Come on, buddy. Oh.
they're a primitive breed of
Get out of
snake,
there.
they're still around.
Hang on. Hey, hey, hey.
I think I might just let him go. You can't even handle the tail.
Okay, got him.
You got this one. Don't let him wrap you up because they can.
Okay.
This one could kill you. This one could kill you.
What type of python is he? Apart from a very, very big one?
This This is a scrub python. It's the largest python in Australia, in fact the third largest python in the world. Now how these fellows actually subdue their prey, they've got 80 odd teeth in this mouth here, all hooked back.
Yeah.
They're an ambush hunter.
Yeah.
So even though they're really slow, it still works. They wait by a trail, something comes past, whop onto it, grab hold of it, then quickly wrap it, a bit like it's got around me here now,
Yeah,
wrap it
I
up.
can see.
Then they stop it breathing. They don't crush it. And then they swallow it. Then they sleep for a couple of months. And it seems to have worked for these fellas because, as said, they've been on the planet for 50 odd years. Yeah, I'm right. No worries at all.
Okay.
See, I'm not holding him around his neck too tight. He's about 15 feet, 16 feet. Yeah.
That 50-foot one, we wouldn't be holding it right now, would we?
We'd probably be inside of it. And we'd only be a snack. At 50 foot, it'd be a huge snake, because if you basically double the length of an animal, you can 10 times its body weight. So if we triple the length of this one, which you would have to for 50 feet, then...
I'd be the entree, and you'd be the second entree.
I'd just be dessert.
How fat is he?
Well, these snakes are very lean snakes for their size because they're a kind of a tree python. When they're young, they spend all their lives up the trees. When they get bigger like this one, they spend more time on the ground hunting wallabies and things. So it's a very lean snake. So at 50 foot, I'd say you'd have to have a snake about that round.
You are.
It'd be huge.
So what Robbie's saying are these are the slowest and the biggest of the snakes, but they're also the most ancient. So size does matter, because these guys don't have fangs. But with 80 teeth, that's one hell of a love bite.
I reckon.
It's okay.
Yeah. You might let him go now, eh?
Do you kiss him first?
You can. I'll do it.
Oh, he's cute.
Off you go, mate.
There you go.
Just hope he doesn't turn around and bite us. Well, that's not a bad snake, that one.
It's not 50 feet, but it's big enough for us.
15.
Next, proof you don't need fangs to attack and destroy. Pythons were the first snakes, and it's important to see their differences in catching prey, even how they move around.
I'll show you how python climbs a tree. We'll pick a little one because I've got to get this one back. He's one of mine. They say how different it is. They've got different climbing techniques. Come on, mate. Here, watch him. And you see how he concertinas up?
Yeah.
Wraps up, and then he'll push his front up, grab hold, pull the back up. Bit like a great big caterpillar.
They're efficient.
You realise then you've got to go up and get him.
Come back. You're going.
Totally different to the tree snake. The tree snake uses its belly scales to climb up. These ones actually concertina up the tree.
Okay. How are we going to get him back
I
down?
think you'll have to climb up and lean the tree down.
Okay. Hang on.
It's all yours, kiddo.
By now, Lin knows when Rob's not kidding, and by now, she'll attempt
Pull it
anything.
down.
Hey!
Keep going. Come around this side to help.
Here he comes.
Hold down, lean down like that, lean down, good, eh? We've got him.
If Lin lets go now, the python could end up in the next state.
Got him.
Yeah, I think we're just about going. Will you hold on there?
Okay.
I've got to get him out the tree.
All right, I got it.
What I'll do is let him crawl off onto the ground. Off you go. On, off you go. He doesn't want to leave the tree now.
Now he's going back the other way. Go on, forward you go.
Just as well you weren't up there trying to get him down, eh?
I'll tell you what.
Let's hold his tail that side. Grab it for me now. No, wrong way
Goes
round,
that
way.
way.
Yeah.
There you go. Now we're cooking now the other way.
There we go. That's it. You can let that tree go now.
Man. That's the best way to get a
You
snake.
did well.
Back in Rob's wildlife park, Lin gets the chance to watch the hunting method of these ancient serpents.
You're probably not going to like this, Lin, but come on. They're coming. Look at that. Come on, come on.
They just can't resist the sight of a wriggling dead rat.
I'll just give this other rat to the other one. Come on, come on. Yes, gotcha.
He's got him.
Yeah. Now they're going to look for the head. Look at.
It's like they're looking at
Yeah,
each
don't
other.
move. Yeah, they are.
But then, it's the worst case of mistaken identity.
Oh.
In their frenzy to locate the rats' heads to swallow their meals, unbelievably, they both catch sight of each other at the same time. Then, it was lunge at the next moving thing.
Gives you a bit of an idea what fighters are all about. They missed each other.
Did they think each other was a snake?
Yeah, the rat, no, that movement. They saw the movement, the smell of rat was on their heads. Here they are. They should realise that they've got each other and let each other go, but
I think
it just shows you how the pythons use the old coils to overpower their prey. They've got each other inside the mouth, which is not a very nice way to do it.
I think one's got one of the others.
I've got him right over the head. Tell you what, you hang on to that there.
Okay,
you
I
hang
got
on to
this
that one there. I'll try and unravel this one here.
They're not the smartest animal in the world, are they?
Well, it all goes by scent. Not much in the eyesight department.
Surely he realises it's not a rat.
In animals this primitive, it's all senses and instinct.
Yes.
Each must be thinking now, here's a rat that really learned how to fight back.
Yep.
Tighter out that way, okay, too. He's got his neck really crinked
Yeah,
over
it
that
sure
one.
does.
Rob is getting worried.
He's really got him.
Got to straighten him out a bit, straighten him out, come on.
What'll happen if we don't get him out?
There's a good chance they'll kill each other, or one will kill the other one, yeah. Because he's got him round his neck here, see? He's really got it kinked over. What the hell is that? I'll just put my hand in there so you can't really kink his neck, okay? We'll take one snake. Yeah, what have we got there? That's
two.
Yeah. Leave this one here. I'll just wrap that around my neck.
Even pythons this size are strong and determined predators.
You want 4 hands each.
This is unbelievable. You can see their strength and power.
Feel it anyway.
I'm trying to unwrap him off the other one.
Got my hand.
Okay, this is
That's good enough.
his body.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Don't worry, he won't watch.
Eventually, the Boy Scout's nightmare is unravelled.
You see how the pythons subdue their prey? They use their bulk, their size and their power to actually subdue their prey. They don't need fangs. In fact, a really big python will kill you quicker than a taipan will, because they stop your breathing. Once you don't get another breath, that's it. It'll take you half an hour to die from a taipan bite, minutes from a python wrapping around you, as you can see. What happened there is that the 2 snakes coming over at once, I thought I might have a problem. And they both got their rat, and when they stopped and then looked for the head, they saw each other's head in the movement, because they're pretty blind. They go on their scent, and one just saw the other's head, and they just went whack and grabbed him, you know.
Would he have smelled a rat on the other
Oh,
one's
of course
head?
he did. He smelled, there was rat there, so rats around, so it's why. But if we wouldn't have done anything, there's a good chance the one that got the other one over the head, you can see where his neck was crinked, it'd kill him. That's happened before.
It looked pretty
That's
brutal.
strong, yeah. He just crunches the neck, it just knocks it over like that, and it kills him, because they're both struggling, and as long as the one's struggling, the other one keeps putting pressure. And even though they weren't big snakes, we had trouble getting them apart.
Coming next, a death adder may not have brute strength, but it does have camouflage and fangs. Back out in the bush, another survival tip for Lin.
Got a little test here for you.
Wow.
In that square, there's a death adder.
So what, I'm supposed to find
You're
it?
supposed to find it, yeah.
Is it visible?
It's visible, yeah. Its head's out, and I can see part of its body.
I can see a lizard.
Where's the lizard?
He just went under there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Sure it was a lizard. You're not too bad, you know. Can you see it?
Ah, there he is. Yep, I see. He
You
was
see
on-
the movement of the leaf, huh?
I actually saw the spider, and that drew me over to where the snake was. See that
Yeah.
spider there?
Yeah, and I can't see the spider. The reason I made this little test for you is that death adders rely on camouflage. They're so hard to find. If we tried to find one ourselves, we could be out for a month and not find one. So I set this one up for you. But it shows you how hard they are to see.
Well, I passed my test and found it. So what has he got to do with fangs?
Well, it's not so much to do with fangs, but with snakes in general. Now, pythons are the most ancient of the snakes. They were the first to evolve. And the most recent snakes to evolve were the vipers. Now, Australia doesn't have any vipers. The nearest thing we've got to a viper is a death adder. Like the viper, they're short, they're thick, they've got a fairly large, broad head, and they've got long fangs. That's where the fangs come in. I'm going to now show you where the snake is, and I'll show you his fangs. And for the size of the snake, they're long. Little stick, just here, watch. There it is. It's not a big one. Pin his head down, and behind the head. There you go. There you go.
So he's small, but he packs a punch.
Yeah. And it's called a death adder.
So is he the deadliest snake?
No, he's the 10th most deadly snake in the world. If you look in those, you can see those pouches in his top jaw there. That's where the fangs are, see? And they're almost hinged too. See the way it comes forward?
Yep.
That's the fang right there. And for the size of that snake, that's a fairly long fang.
It's much bigger than the brown snake.
Oh yeah. It's about 5 times longer than the brown snake. And look how little he is. Yeah, they do pack a punch.
Well, size is not everything, is it?
That's what they say. It's not the size of the snake that counts. It's the size of the fang. There they are, look at those fangs.
Yep. Like a needle.
Yeah. These ones have a little hollow in the bottom jaw for the fang to fit. With vipers, their fangs are that long, they've got to fold them back. They've got hinged fangs. And that's basically the difference between a viper and a leopard. The leopards have solid fangs, and the vipers have hinged fangs. But this one's got good little fangs for the size of it. Look at that, eh? Quite articulate his mouth. You can see it go forward. So these are semi-hinged, I would say, on the death adder. Yeah, you can see it go forward.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the death adder is on the way to developing the hinged fang, just like the viper. Actually, I think he's had a fang that came out. Can you see that?
Yeah, you can see it.
There it is.
So it's actually come out.
Yeah, that's the fang. Haha, look at that. Like sharks, they use their fangs to kill prey. They break them off, they replace them, they get new ones. The gist of the story is that the most ancient of the snakes have no fangs, no poison, and the most recent snakes have the longest fangs and the most potent poisons. There's got to be a reason.
Next up, you don't get any more potent than 3 fangs in one snake. And when Lin isn't looking...
What we've got here, Lin, is 2 snakes in this bag. And what do you notice first of all about them?
They both look brown.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what I find really fascinating about Australian snakes, is that colour means nothing. In fact, one of these is an leopard, which means it's very, very poisonous with the front fangs, and the other one's a colubrid, which means it's not poisonous. Now, this colour variation is not just between species, but within a species as well. You can get different colours in the same species, and that's what I find really fascinating. But what else do you notice about these 2 snakes if you look very carefully?
Well, they definitely have different textures and different scale patterns.
We've got 3 snakes in Australia, the pythons, the colubrids and the leopards, and there's a very simple way to tell them apart. We've got 170 kinds of snakes, and to the average person, they'd like to know, well, is it poisonous or isn't it poisonous? You'd like to know that too, wouldn't you?
I would.
Okay, I'll just show you what I mean here. We'll just sit ourselves down here, and which one do you think's the poisonous one?
The brown one.
They're both brown.
The one with the smaller scales.
Now you can take the other one. Same way as I did this one. Just go down there, grab his head, behind the head.
Here he is.
Yeah, just gently just push your fingers down on his head and pick him up behind the head.
Come here, buddy.
Easy, just hold him tight enough so you don't choke him. Now if we put both their backs to each other, just put them together here.
Yep.
And you'll notice something. The one that I've got, the scales across its back are all exactly, just nice and like that, see? One either side like that.
Lin has been bitten a few times now, so when the snakes get fidgety, so does she.
Come on, I'm not trying to hold him.
Oh, you can hold him a bit tighter than that. I just put it either side of his ear holes like that. I sort of hold him in the hand like that, and either side. There you go. We want his back over here though, on your leg. Put it across your leg. You're about the same sun, eh? About the same colour, aren't you?
Yeah, it's got a tan.
Okay, we just lay them over each other here. What you'll notice is, even though they look very similar in the scales, the one that you've got, if we look in the middle of his back, he's got a scale that looks like a fingernail.
Yeah.
And that's a characteristic of basically the tree snakes or the colubrids of Australia. They have this huge scale going down the middle of their back. If we look at this one here, they like you. You notice that this one here has absolutely has no big scale. You're having a lot of trouble with that little snake.
Okay. I know why you gave me this one, because he's a live one. Oh!
Oh, here we go.
Come on, little buddy. Okay.
Colubrid and lapid, that's one of the main differences. It's a perfect example of a fang too, you might notice.
It's got 2 fangs, that one.
Yes, he's got double fangs again, like that.
Yep.
Look at that.
If you've got 2 fangs, does that mean he gives you a double dose of venom?
I'd like to think not, but it might. While it's still in place, you think it should. We'll put them back, and I'll just show you a couple of same kind of tree snake like you've got, brown tree snake, but totally different colours. Okay, you can drop them in the bag.
Yep. Hello, buddy.
Unwrap his tail.
So they wouldn't bite each other?
No, they're quite nice with each other. Neither of them are cannibalistic.
Okay.
Okay, in here are a couple of pythons. There's one for you.
Thank you.
Now, see, he's brown too, isn't he? He won't bite you. Just sit down.
Okay.
He won't bite you. And here we have another one. Now, they're different kinds of pythons, but there again, you've got markings and one hasn't got markings. So just being plain brown doesn't mean it's a poisonous snake.
No, because they're both
Exactly
brown.
right. Now, pythons, if you look at their belly, have very narrow belly scales.
Yeah.
And they have very, very small scales across their back. That's a characteristic of a python. No other snake has that. And that's true worldwide. Now, the other one are going to be 2 brown tree snakes. Now, you're pretty familiar with brown tree snakes now. You've seen quite a
Yes,
few
I've
of
seen
them.
a few brown tree snakes.
Now, look at that. Now, it's hard to imagine they're the same kind of snake, isn't it?
It is
That
almost
one's very
impossible.
stripy. That's right.
They're so distinct in
Now,
pattern.
these are that small, they won't even bite you, okay? But there you go. 2 brown tree snakes. The one thing you will notice is that big scar down the middle of his back. See, these little fellows act up really savage because they've got really nothing else on their side. They've got nothing else except to look savage.
Yeah, they're
Now,
trying to be tough.
Oh, yeah, trying to be tough.
Woo! Trying to be tough.
That's right. Just make it like a tree. They very rarely come around and bite you if you're holding them. It's usually I move my hand in front and he strikes at the hand because it's the movement.
They like striking at the nose too, I noticed.
Oh, yeah. I think it's your eyelids. You're moving and they see the movement. Make them feel comfortable, just like this.
He is feeling comfortable. I'm just a tree.
But you're moving.
A moving tree.
You're supposed to stand still.
Then Lin forgets the unwritten law of the bush. Never take your eyes off the snake you're not holding.
Does he? Ah!
Oh, yes.
Little mongrel.
You'll notice here that both Rob and Lin aren't looking, but Rob would not have put Lin in danger if these were venomous. But it's a good, if not stingy, lesson.
Okay, we'll put them back. We had enough fun
In
for
you
one
go.
day. He got you.
Yummy.
You've been bitten by a brown tree snake now.
But I know, because I looked at its scale, not to panic.
That's right, no panic now. If someone was to find a snake skin, and like I said, they shed their skin every 3 months, snakes do. There's a skin there, a skin there, and a skin there.
Geez, you can see
Now,
the difference.
Well, I mean, to the average person, they look the same.
They're all brown.
Well, they're all just like a piece of tissue paper, and they're all got scales on them. But if you look closely, you can actually tell the difference. And the best way is with a pair of scissors, of course. You don't even need a whole skin. All you need is a piece of the skin. You just cut a piece off.
In the middle?
Doesn't matter where. The best way is to actually just cut it and then lay it flat. Lay it out flat. There you go. Now, I chose these 3 skins because they're almost all the same thickness. We put them down there. Now you can see how different they all are. Even though these 2 look very similar, wide belly and sort of even scales, except for that scar down the middle, you can see the difference. Big scar down the middle, it's a tree snake, or a colubrid. This is the elapid with the wide belly, and all the scales are about the same size right across. If we go here to the python, very narrow belly scales and very tiny scales across its back. Now, Australia's got 170 kinds of snakes, and all you really have to know 1, 2, 3 things. You know it's poisonous or not poisonous. You never even have to see the snake. By this you'll know whether you've got a poisonous or a non-poisonous snake living in your yard.
Next on Killer Instinct, a snake that's slowly going back to the sea we all once came from. These are mangroves. They're found in coastal wetlands in tropical regions and are dominated by plants that are adapted to the extremes of salt water and tides. They're vital to the ecosystem because they're used as spawning grounds by many species and as an important transition zone between land and sea. This is the reason Rob has come here.
You know, Lynn, there's one group of snakes with fangs that people don't often see, and that's because it actually lives under the sea. And what's more amazing is they actually started their life on the land.
But I've worked with a lot of sea snakes and spent a lot of time with them. And they're so efficient at hunting and moving under the water, so it's hard for me to imagine that they came from the land.
And that's why we're here, because in these mangroves there's a snake that will give us a clue as to how they got there. Now you'll have to look really hard, because they blend in pretty well, these things. With a bit of luck, I might trip over one.
This is one of the main reasons Rob goes barefoot. He's literally more in touch with the environment. He can feel it under him at all times.
Would it be out in the open?
Well, they could be just about anywhere, because they eat crabs and fish. And it's both land or water, it doesn't really matter. They like the mangrove roots. That's where you got a lot of little crabs and things. And little puddles where fish get trapped.
There's lots of mangrove roots.
Oh, a lot of that around, yeah. Oh, look over there, mate. Looks like we've got one. There's one over there. I told you they were hard to see.
Oh, he's only a little guy.
Just watch him. He's cruising. We won't disturb him. Oh, yeah.
And this guy's a colubrid.
Yeah, this is a colubrid. It's not an elapid. But it actually shows you how the elapids would have actually got to the sea, exactly like this. And he's just hunting between those puddles. And now there's no elapids in this niche at all at the moment. And it's filled by the colubrids. And that's probably why he's here, because there's no other elapid here. But elapid's been and gone. And if you look, you just come up for air. You can see the nose is on top of the head and the eyes right on top of the head. True water snake. He's just got his head up there. I'll just grab him. Just like the old brown tree snake, which is a colubrid, I always pick him up behind the ears first, because if he does bite you, he is a poisonous snake. He's got rear fangs, but once I've got him up there, I can actually let him go. He probably won't bite. There you go. They're a rather placid snake. All the ones I've ever handled are very placid looking snakes. You can see sort of grey like mud, a few black marks to go in with the shadows and that. Not too keen about being picked up, he wants to go.
So in a couple of 100,000 years, maybe this guy will get back to the ocean.
End up a sea snake, eh?
End up a
It's possible, very possible.
Well, he's starting to muck around in water now, so he just wants to get back down there.
You see the eyes? Like I said, the eyes are right on top of the head, you can see that.
Yeah.
Doesn't like to pick up behind it much at all. See, the tongue comes out really slowly too.
Yeah.
Not like the land snake's tongue comes out much, much faster. But if you look carefully, when he pushes his body out, he's got a little bit of a ridge there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, actually, just down here.
Yeah. So
maybe
like
he's slowly evolving.
Slowly evolving into that. There, see when he goes over my hand here, look.
Yep.
So you can actually see it.
Yeah,
Ah.
slowly forming.
Slowly forming. You can see it right at the back here, much better. It really comes down in a V, doesn't it?
Yep, quite pronounced down here.
Aha! So that's a true transitional snake from land to the sea.
So the next natural step for this guy, and for Rob and Lynn, is the sea. Next on Killer Instinct, a big journey into the big blue and sea snakes. Next destination for Rob and Lynn is a tropical paradise. And the search for marine reptiles.
Right, careful, here we come.
Here we come.
Great Keppel Island is part of the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park, an idyllic destination, but Rob and Lin aren't here to laze in the sun.
Hey, you gotta go through the shop.
They've packed their wetsuits and filled their tanks. Even though this island paradise holds a lot of fauna interest for Robbie, his mission is to hand catch his first sea snake. The dive boat heads out to a reef that's bursting with marine life. Lin weighs anchor and is keen to get Rob into the world she knows and loves so well.
Well, we've finally made it. We're here at Great Keppel Island, where they reckon it's a good place to find a sea snake.
And we're actually at Egg Rock, which is one of the prettiest dives on the Keppel.
Now, I haven't had much to do with sea snakes other than rescuing them out of a bait net, small ones, and I've rescued a couple of bigger ones off the beach. I've never swum with them, so this will be my first time.
Ready to go. I find one of the best ways to study sea snakes is by filming the sea snake.
Just about anywhere on the Great Barrier Reef has good diving. But local knowledge and Lin's experience has brought them to a place where sea snakes just love to frolic. The corals, sea anemone and countless fish species are a big distraction, and it's hard to keep mind and eye on the ultimate goal. Eventually, Rob's snake eyes spot movement amongst the coral. It's an olive sea snake. As Rob said, these snakes are related to the lander lapids, or front-fanged venomous snakes. Their narrow bodies and flat tails are adaptations to life in the sea. Looks like Rob's made a friend out of this fella. Aggressive only during the mating season, which is in the winter, the sea snake is a very curious creature which endears them to scuba divers. Most sea snakes eat fish or their eggs, and all are front-fanged and venomous, some more so than others. Rob signals the cameraman to stop still. The olive has taken a shine to him now. Provoked snakes can be quite aggressive and persistent. If you're ever in this position, the general rule is apply repeated kicks with your fins to frighten them off and move you away. Avoiding them in the first place is the respectful thing to do. But this snake just likes the company as Rob applies the softly approach. Lin gets some sea snake action on tape, the only way she'll ever shoot marine life. Sea snakes, like all reptiles, are air breathers and must surface regularly. That's why they're found in relatively shallow waters. Lin realizes it's time to surface, but it's all just too good to leave. Both Rob and Lin return to the dive boat and dump their tanks for snorkels. Then it's like an underwater ballet. Marine creatures here can be delicate and beautiful, but a no-touch policy is best if you don't want to get stung. With the sunset, Rob contemplates the day and thinks of tomorrow's adventures. Coming next, Rob goes back into the blue to hand catch a deadly sea snake so he can kiss it.
$220. Perfect.
Another day on the reef. Like the local slogan goes, it's beautiful one day, perfect the next. A new location today. Lynn's done her homework.
Dave said this is a good place to come because it's called half-tide rock. So the rocks are actually exposed at low tide but covered at high tide. So there's no birds around. And birds eat snakes, so there's still snakes on this rock.
That way, eh?
Yeah. And we're more likely to see the olive snake, but they have seen a big Stokes here as well.
Well, things are looking good.
Rob's mission today is to hand catch his first sea snake. But once again, there is so much to stop and wonder at down here. Rob finds a sleeping carpet shark, or more precisely, a tassel lobbyman. But it's not long until another olive python is seen. At first, he doesn't seem as curious as yesterday's olive, and is content to continue his search for food, even ignoring the camera. Rob is insistent that she stay and chat. She wants to get on her way, but Rob chooses his moment to catch her for further examination. That was easy. They head to the surface and Lin prepares to bag the catch.
Okay, Robbie.
Yo, beauty! Took us 5 minutes. That's what it's all about. The end of the journey. Hard to imagine these things crawled around on the land once, isn't it? Look at it. It's almost identical to its cousin on the mainland, the elapids, except for the nostrils on top of the head. As I said, the fangs right in the front.
Ooh.
Just like that. Another thing I think you noticed with the scales. With the poison snakes in the land, all the scales are the same size right around, remember?
Yep.
So this is identical to the land elapids.
You can see a belly scales.
Oh, and fantastic, isn't it? Belly scales have been flattened into a ridge like a fin. Well, if you look at it, the whole body is actually flattened for swimming. I don't think the tail does a great deal, that much of the tail. It's the whole body that used for swimming. You can see that really, really well.
They don't have to worry.
Right up here, though, the scales are the same as in leopard. Look at that. There's no V. Look at that. Then the V's from about there.
So it's land snake, sea snake.
I'll just check its fangs out. See how long they are on her, because you don't want her to bite you, that's for sure. Right.
Oh, it is a bit longer once you pull that skin back.
Oh, yeah, when you pull this membrane back, it comes out a bit. Oh, but I don't think it's much more than about 4 millimetres.
Not at all. Not like the vipers.
And they are really close to the front. Notice on the taipans, that fang was right under the eye.
Yep.
Like you said, for getting them fish out from under those rocks amongst the coral, they're in the front to grab them. It's got a fairly wide mouth gape too, hasn't it? Yeah, amazing little creature.
So how deadly are the sea snakes?
They're very deadly. In fact, recent researchers may be showing us that the sea snakes are the deadliest. That's my first capture of a sea snake under the water. All the elapid snakes came from Southeast Asia. One of them, they think, drifted over on a piece of driftwood. It came on top of the ocean. And it looks like they might be going back under the ocean.
I'll just try.
We'll put it back.
Next, we Olive is taken back home, and the final word on Fangs. For the final time, Lin and Rob enter the warm waters of the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park. The olive sea snake, Rob's first hand-caught sea snake, is returned to the coral playground she calls home. Little bright red fish once again become very wary now the Olive's back in town. She seems a little more curious after her surface adventure, but you should never let this friendly behaviour lull you into a cuddly sense of security. This is a deadly poisonous snake. Rob agrees. And myths persist that they can't bite very well because they have short fangs. The truth is that even though by terrestrial snake standards their fangs are short, their bite is enough to penetrate the skin. Sea snakes can open their small mouths wide enough to bite a man's thigh and can swallow fish more than twice the diameter of their neck. Fortunately, a specific antivenin is available. After Rob's olive swims off, he starts finding many more. The good thing about this trip was the knowledge and experience Lin has gained in handling terrestrial snakes she's been able to apply down here. In her element, the sea, she feels more confident now about handling as well as photographing these fascinating animals that are a vital link to the deadly elapids back on land. The story of Fangs is one that fills many people with dread, and rightly so. If you don't know what you're up against, leave it alone. They've got millions of years on their side. We are the newcomers. But recent evolution seems to be creating bigger fangs and more potent venoms. Is the world getting tougher? Is this a reaction to scarcer food, or food that is evolving to escape quicker? And then there's the apparent return to the sea by some snake species. It's made for a more placid but no less effective predator, surviving well where food is abundant. Almost up, but chasing and catching snakes with his father and brothers since he was a small boy was the normal thing to do. Sometimes the snakes were harmless, sometimes they were deadly. This imprinted Rob with respect for this reptile from very early on. And now for the first time he gets a chance to interact with deadly snakes that seem to enjoy the experience as much as he does. It's like some kind of reptilian payback for all the years of conservation and education he's devoted to this creature's relatives. He's very happy. But now it's time to go home.
It's been a tough assignment, this one.
Chasing these snakes from the land to the sea. I'm Rob Gretel.
And I'm Lin Sutherland.
And thanks for joining us on Killer Instinct.